Alright folks, welcome back. This is Balatro every day, and today I want to remind you, sometimes winning consistently on the gold stake, it just means learning a very specific recipe. And sometimes it's better to just lose. Lose doing the fun thing, or trying to anyway. Here's the seed, I'll put it in the video description so you can play along. We're going to do gold stake yellow deck. Alright, I did check the skip tags here, no investment tag. Boss says my clubs are going to be debuffed. Try to get diamonds here. One more time for the diamonds. There you go. Okay, I mean, Supernova is kind of the easy, obvious thing to do. Take Supernova, spam pairs. We probably open the Buffoon pack first. I get this information. Rental Madness. Do we want to do Rental Madness? It is strong, so it's probably worth it, especially if we have Eternal Supernova. Probably worth it. Maybe because it's a rental, you don't spin the wheel here. Alright. So if I want to play pairs, I need to play higher ranking pairs. Let's try that. Let's try a pair of queens. Let's try a pair of aces. Throwing away a queen because we already played queens. Okay, I have a pair of eights. I'm gonna play the eights first, hoping that it doesn't win, but I think it might. Okay. I think Blue Joker we don't take as a rental. I think this other Blue Joker we take for sure. We could go Spectral here. Okay. If you go Wraith, then Madness will eat it up, so let's light them up. And go blue 7, sure. This boss is clubs, that's great. And I don't have to worry about that in the future. So do I want the boss reroll here? If I'm on Supernova, there are some bosses that are pretty stinky for us. But maybe I value having the money. Let's go next. Alright, so now it doesn't matter what pairs we play. I want to try to get that blue seal. Oh well. Alright, I should do this. Madness goes left now. Alright, foil, Droll Joker, no. Could take a Buffoon pack, but we have a rental we gotta account for. Alright. Keep the 4s, look for the blue seal. Play the 2s. I want to use all my discards so that Blue Joker gives me not as many chips. Okay. Seance, there's another Spectral pack. Onk, we can't do, right? So I guess it's Familiar here. I have a blue seal, and so maybe that's a reason not to use Familiar here. Familiar, sometimes I use it as a source of blast cards, gold cards, lucky cards, but I don't want to interrupt my ability to get the blue seal, which in the past couple of rounds I haven't been able to draw. 2s. Alright, pair of 2s. And then a pair of 8s. Okay. Sorry, what was the boss again? Boss was play 5 cards, no problem. We could square up, I guess. And then a Fool is pretty good. I think the Fool is worth losing a little bit of interest here. Alright, I can play a pair of 2s. I can discard and then play a pair of 5s. The pair of 5s wins. And then now we got the blue seal. Fool for Mercury I think is unnecessary with what we have going on right now. Save the fool for some kind of money is what I'm looking for. Boss says play only one hand. Should be no problem. You could use the fool to copy the devil, make a gold card. Could use the fool to copy Temperance. Do I want $9 now, or do I want devil making a gold card? Let's make a gold queen. Arcana. So this is another... Yeah, I think I'd take a gold card and take Temperance here. There we go. Go next. All right. Discard first. Play the pair of 6s. Square up a little bit. I don't have a pair unless I want to play a pair of queens. We'll just square up a little bit more. Okay, I can go gold 7. Pair of the kings. There we go. Odd marble joker. I guess one thing about Madness is it makes the joker decisions less interesting. You can't take it if it's not eternal, right? It makes your build end up being more interesting because you end up having to be a little bit scrappy and take random eternals, but it makes the decisions boring. Foil 10, I think I don't need. Celestial pack, I get Mercury. That's it. Okay. Blue seal in hand, just looking for those pairs. Could be a pair of 4s. Sure. Could be, before we go, pair of 9s. Let's try to get the gold card. There we go. Okay. Priestess, sure. Saturn and Mars. We don't need. Gold 8. I think I do take a gold 8. I think I do. Take another blue 7. Alright. We could do rebate here because Madness won't eat it up. Rebate on 6s. We do need a pair or else we lose. Pair of kings should be enough. If you were curious, if I play the kings here, no rebate anymore. Pair is 13,000. Okay. Cartomancer, we could get one card from it. We could check a buffoon pack. I like Tarot Merchant since we have Madness and we can't really take jokers anyway. Here, maybe the Plutonium. Alright, I will take Fortune Teller because it sells for the most. I can take Cartomancer. I could take Seeing Double and then Madness might not destroy my Cartomancer. Death card for a blue seal. Shouldn't have taken the Magician, right? Because Cartomancer is going to give me a card. Whoops. I like that. That's not bad. Okay, so let's see here. I've got the 7s, 8s, 5 and 4. We can hang them. And then discard everything. 7, I can turn a 2. And then we can start squaring up. There we go. Another classic Harris build. Okay. Celestial pack here, we maybe don't care about any of this. Spectral pack, we can reroll for tarot cards first. I don't need parking. Justice, maybe. Slide them up. Alright, I don't want to spend $7 on a reroll, so we'll take Justice here. We can discard for those blue seals. I can play a pair of 3s. Okay. I'm gonna play high card here. Trying not to win, though I think it might win anyway. I can make, if I am going to make glass cards, let's make glass jack. Okay. I didn't get my blue seals. Oh well. Against the boss here, it's 2 pairs. Boss has face cards face down, that's okay. Standard packs. Gold Seal King, gold 10. Not if it's gonna get in the way of me drawing my blue seals. Could be a glass queen. Maybe makes sense since we have the blue seal scaling. I don't think it's super necessary for me to take that. Maybe we take it anyway. Could take the reroll as a value generator. I guess if I have all Eternals, then the value is much less because, you know, most Jokers I won't be able to take them. Could take a photograph here, could take a death card. That's it, I guess. I don't need the face cards. I should keep 7s because of this. I can go death this way, play a pair of 7s. Right? And then if you want, you can play a pair of 8s. We could discard to draw more gold cards, maybe. Okay. Alright, Celestial pack here. I can use Mercury. This boss previously played as debuffed. That seems fine. We do have an extra Joker slot, so we could sneak something else in here. Not Clever Joker. I don't need these kings. I kind of want Wasteful here. I know we have the rental fee going to take us down to 18, but the extra discard helps me get my blue seals. All right. If I play the jacks for sure win, so we should discard the jacks. I can play this pair of 7s, which possibly doesn't win. One thing awkward about playing the 7 is the boss is going to debuff it now. All right, the 10s win. I can play 10s with a king. Okay, times 5 on Madness. Next round looks like 2 pairs. Okay, strength card, yes. So I'd like to turn jacks into 10s. That's why I turned this jack into glass. We can take strength. Temperance gives me 11 bucks. So I want to turn maybe 6s into 7s also, since I have all these 7s. Maybe not necessary for me to do that. I have a lot of queens, maybe it makes sense to turn a jack into a queen instead of... I don't have to use strength here, I guess. I just want to. So, strength here, and take the money instead of the glass cards. Go Arcana 2. Alright, we can make a steal, probably queens, since we have more queens than anything else. Go next. Pair of threes doesn't win. But then a pair of kings wins. Pair of sevens also wins. I'm going to go pair of sevens. Maybe. Now that I have the blue seals in hand, discard like this. Alright, I can play a pair of twos. And then 50,000 is enough for the boss. Okay. 68 on the square, but times 55 on or 5.5 on madness, 25 on supernova. The amounts don't actually matter. We could take a free reroll here. We probably don't benefit that much from the hiker. We already have so many sources of chips. Celestial pack, 4 of a kind, maybe ends up mattering if you have enough glass queens. Okay, Empress doesn't matter. I have the devil here. So pair of fives without winning. And then you discard to find the gold seal, or sorry, not the gold seals, but the blue seals. Blue seal sevens. I can make a gold king. I can throw away the steel queen. Alright, we are very strong right now, and so the thing that we're thinking about is, okay, well, how long term, how do I beat the Violet Vessel if I need 1.2 million points? We'll see. Maybe we go back in time. Going back in time, we get more blue seal value, we get more madness value. Probably worth it. Boss says decrease level of poker hand. So maybe I try to one-shot the boss. Anyway, Justice, yes. Bull, Stuntman. Stuntman we don't need. Bull as a rental we also don't need. But I can take it in case there's Temperance. There's Mercury. Cool for Mercury. Could take a Mercury card, could go Strength here. I think maybe the Strength is not important. So maybe the Mercury card is better, acknowledging that Strength is not important. I should have maybe used Justice on the blue seal. Maybe. Should have sold the bull there for $1. Definitely. Okay, I can play a pair of eights. I can make another glass jack. I can make another glass queen. Save Justice for the queen. Play the pair for 50,000. No, because we have the steel card. I messed that up. My bad. Alright, buffoon pack. Burger. That is ×2. That is almost certainly the correct answer. But then now I can't do any more shopping. Bummer. I can go glass queen is what I wanted to do. With the 7 here, we can make a Zoolander. And then go next. I can play a pair of eights. Maybe I'm supposed to keep the jack, throw away the ace. I can play a pair of sevens. At this level of blue seals, probably we don't need to square up at all. Times 6.5 on madness. Let's go back in time. Okay. Spectral pack. Maybe supposed to be Arcana first. Okay, Fool for Mercury, or do you want 14 bucks? Or do you want to make a glass 10, which is never going to become a glass queen? I think I just take the money. Well, what does the money do? $14 is 2 rerolls. 2 rerolls is just jokers that I don't need. And DNA we can't take. Go next. Alright, here, let's play the pair of 8s. Gets de-leveled, but that's okay. 200,000 there. Probably we beat the Violet Vessel now. Boss says discard random cards. Okay. Fine. Standard pack, could be... The 2 is interesting. Red steel. Alright, let's go high card, which doesn't win. We can play high card as many times as it takes. So let's throw away the glass jack. Supernova doesn't matter anymore now that we're going to be doing the photograph long term. Here I... that high card is kind of high. Okay. I want to draw my blue seal. There we go. Pair of 10s. Okay. Maybe I'm not supposed to take the plutonium because it prevents me from playing high card. My high card scores too many points. Justice? Sure. We can make more glass cards. I have all these glass queens. I could make glass jacks. I could save the justice card. I'm going to throw away the queen, actually. I can make this queen into glass. Then I can throw away the queen again. Glass jacks. I can play a king, allowing me to throw away the glass cards. I can play a pair of 10s, will win. Okay, and then we play the pair of 10s for the blue seal value. 7.5 on madness. Alright. Arcana pack. Hermie, sure. Justice, fine. I don't have that many cards that are not already glass, so probably this goes on my jack. I think here I can safely skip. Maybe you want Empress here, or Pyro, or maybe it doesn't matter either way. Brainstorm, can't do it. All right, so could be Glass Queen. That's the last one. Let's square up. This boss is actually helpful for us because it makes it easier for us to dig for the blue seals. But then now the blue seal probably gets discarded and then we're going to be sad. Okay. All right. Mercury. Takes me to level 27. This boss discards. Could be gold seal queen, could be glass jack. Is the thing that scores the most points if that's what we need. There's another justice card and a Mars card. Okay. I can play 8 as a high card. Probably we go glass jack. Is there a way to do this without winning? If I play the 3 of a kind, I can play an ace as a way of throwing away a jack. Just looking for those blue seals. I can do another ace as a way of throwing away a jack. I don't have that many 10s. This is fine. I can play the king here. I'm probably supposed to play the queen instead of the king there. Ah, bummer. Because of the steal. Yeah. Oh well. Mars, sure. Go next. Times 8.5. There's a pair of 4s. Let's just play a pair of 4s. That's it. Okay. Jokers we can't take. Fool for Mercury is not the best. Fool again. So aces, we can hang him. Then hang him again. Let's go next. Here, 2s, we can hang him. 9 is a high card. Okay. High card 6. And then the pair of 7s wins. Okay. Level 33. This boss is the Violet Vessel. I did mention that that was possible, right? Could happen. Blue Seal Queen. Actually, kind of a fancy queen. Fives and 2s. So I want to get rid of a 5. Do I also want to get rid of a king? Maybe not. Sorry, I said 5. I meant 2. Let's hang him. Go next. That's a lot of queens, actually. You know, I might have to play one. Nah. Like this. Alright. Once again, throwing away the glass cards. I can play a steel queen. I have not drawn the blue seals. I probably don't play the glass queen. Maybe do something like this. Okay. I did not draw a pair, unless I want to play the pair of 7s, which kind of defeats the purpose, right? There's the high card, I guess, times 9 on Madness. Okay. Standard pack. Don't need another 7. At least I don't think I need another 7. Alright, I can play the queens. I can play the high card. Let's go high card. Throw away the king. Should have thrown away the glass jack, actually. I am still missing... I want either one more blue seal or one more queen, right? I guess I will play the one glass queen. Where are we at? Okay. Mercury, sure. Hungman, perfect. So, queens and jacks, we don't need more of those. 8s, we hang them for sure. Go next. Alright, I could play a pair of 7s. I could play queen or jack as a high card. I could play this pair of queens. I have 22 cards in the deck. I can play 3 7s. Okay. I can play 3s, throwing away the king. Okay. I want to go probably something like this. Play high card here. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4 queens. 9.5 on the madness. There you go. Just like we drew it up. Alright. Yeah, I guess I said at the beginning that on gold stake, okay, there's kind of a very specific recipe. You want scaling plus mult, you want scaling chips. Scaling chips could be in the form of square joker, it could be in the form of blue seals. You're not going to get the blue seals every time, but they're maybe more common than you would expect. And also completely busted, powerful. Madness is challenging. You know, when you're trying to put together this very specific recipe, then there are somewhat interchangeable parts. There are different role players. There are different ways to do the scaling plus mult. There's not that many different ways to do the chips. And then so if you're looking for all these different parts, then Madness requires that you have the Eternals. And so maybe Madness works best if you have a build that doesn't really depend on the jokers that much. And so maybe if you've got 4 of a kind, if you're able to do that. The thing that enables you to play 4 of a kind is some kind of arrow generating joker or trading card, or you know, somehow card removal. We had a lot of opportunities to do Hermit for 20 bucks, or you choose the Hungman to just remove cards from your deck, so that at the end here it's easier to draw whatever it is, the specific hand that you're looking for. I think straights are also really good with Madness. Maybe flushes a little bit more vulnerable, a little bit more fragile. But of course, if you have Eternal, if your scaling mult and scaling chips are both Eternals, then of course it's fine. When we are playing pairs, we can use Burglar as kind of like a ×2 joker, twice as many hands, that's twice as many points. Doesn't really work if you're trying to play some other kind of one-shot hand. One shot with a straight, one shot with a flush, or 4 of a kind, right? Photograph, once again here, let's see, Photograph is ×2, so at its base is only plus 36 mult on our pairs, and that's only because our, what is it? We got such high level from the blue seals. It's Photograph plus Chad, where it becomes sort of very, very powerful, as opposed to just kind of medium. It's Photograph plus these glass cards. If you're playing pairs, you don't get to play that many glass cards in a hand. You could just play 2 cards. And so it doesn't take long for 4 of a kind with kind of a low level, but more glass cards per hand can score more points. If somehow you have access to those glass cards, if somehow you have few enough cards in your deck that you can actually draw the glass cards, you can also combine those with the steel cards. So like these are the kind of things that work really well with Madness. Anyway, take care everyone.